I remain Suleiman Abrahaman, Kawu, Sumaila, OFR, representing Kano South Senatorial District from Kano. Mr. President, it is a motion call on Mr. President to rescape local government system in Nigeria. Accordingly, I urge the Senate resolve to urge Mr. President to champion the cause of full autonomy for local government in our nation. The challenge we face, persistent security threat, rural-urban migration, decaying infrastructure, and widespread unemployment demand bold action, and we believe that empowering local government holds the key to unlocking a brighter future for Nigeria.
I remain Muhammad Adamu Aliru, representing the good people of Kebbi Central. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, let me first and foremost commend the mover of this motion, that is Abdurrahman Suleiman Kawu. And that's why the security situation in the country is compounded. The healthcare delivery system in the country is not working, particularly at the local government level. The educational system, as we all know, particularly primary education, which is supposed to be the responsibility of the local government, they are no longer capable of carrying out these responsibilities because the resources that are coming are being cornered by the government, by the governors. They only give them money to pay salaries, and that's all. So there is no other time, Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, to amend the Constitution and to make it possible for local government to operate autonomously.
Because the local government is the foundation of our democracy, we should not spare any effort in bringing it to the court of public opinion, the abuse of the local governments by the state governments that see the local governments as cash cows that they can use at the expense of the development of our communities. So I support this motion.
It's when we come together in a room that we can tell ourselves the truth. And if we decide to be truthful to ourselves, then this issue must be resolved. Local governments must be effective, must be guaranteed as the Constitution states very clearly. And of course, Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, I will also urge that we find a way on improving the capacity of those who run the local government system.
In supporting this motion, I'm going to say that the only way we can solve what is happening in our country today is to return local government money 100% to the local government council.
In amending the Constitution, we should go back to Section 7, where this local government controlled by governors is, which is on the joint state and local government account, which means that if we control that and put strictures separating the state from having access to those ones, then we solve the problem. I think that that is the way to go, and I support a constitutional amendment to that effect. I so submit.
That the prayers as contained in this motion, we should properly look into it so that we can provide a long-lasting solution to these challenges that have confronted our local governments at various state level. I think with that, we can have one common goal, one common front to address all these issues that are contained in this motion and regarding our local government. I so submit, Mr. President.
Mr. President, if you want to do it, let's be transparent. Let's be open. Let's call all stakeholders as suggested, so that everybody will be on board and their name will say true. Thank you.
I'm Senator Ifan Yoba, representing the good people of Anambra South, Mr. President. Mr. President, it's very, very important that we take this motion very serious. I want to thank the mover, Abdurrahman Suleiman Kawu. A state like Anambra State has not conducted local government election in the last 18 years. And when you see the youth unemployment, decadency,
18 years.
18 years, sir. In the last 18 years. So we don't have local government election. So, and the most important thing is, Mr. President, when you look at the decadence of governance, poor infrastructure, hunger, non-employment of youth,
is that the governors have been the problem. The governors have always refused. And that is why, even though the state assembly members are so willing, each time we go into voting, we have not been able to get the 2/3 requirements of the total number of states.
Mr. President, if we can salvage Nigeria, it's only when we give local governments autonomy. It will resolve and it will even help most of the challenging problems we have. That is the security situation, the economic situation, the pressure we have as leaders, because the movement of people from rural areas to urban areas is because of lack of resources available in their local government. They have to go for greater faster.
If you want security to be addressed at the local government level, I want us to support. It will not be easy. We started the autonomy for judiciary and the legislature. It was not easy, but today they have autonomy. So this one too is possible, and I support the motion that local governments should be granted their autonomy.
So we have to, concentrate on two things: mode of election, those who are going to conduct the elections, to have the people that are going to man the local government areas have an independent, truly independent body to conduct the election. Then we go for amending the constitution to allow for the autonomy.
Mun so za mu gyara constitution yadda za a baka ba doka gamin kudaden su saboda su suka fi kowa kusa da jama'a, kuma ana cikin talauci in aka ba doka gamin kudaden su miliyan ɗaruruwar ake ba doka gamin da yawa mutanen karamar kuma ma ba su shigo garin nan ba, za su shigo birni ba, za su zauna karamar kuma su yi kwangilar su zan samu assistant su yi abubuwan su.